Okay, you're welcome to VINDAL'S Academy. Let's deal with those simple differentiation questions that students are still finding very difficult, especially those students that are not further math students. They are finding it a little difficult. So we are going to deal with it in a very calm way. So if you are ready, let's get started. But remember, don't forget to hit the subscribe button, like this video, and share it. All right, let's deal with the first one. So give me the first question. If y equal to what? 2 cos 4x. Okay, so we should find the y, the x, right? All right, at this point, first of all, for this is 2 cos 4x, right? Okay, 3 cos 4x. All right. If it comes to this one, remember, it's just like you having y is equal to cos x. Normally, can you still remember the standards? Like if you have y equal to cos x, that the y the x is going to be what? Minus sine x, correct? So this is going to be minus sine x. So knowing this, you don't have any other problem. So we'll see how we do it. I'm going to use chain rule. I'm going to start here by saying that y is going to be equal to 3. Look at this cos. I'm going to remove this. This is a function of x. Give me that green marker. Now, if you are looking at this question, this is a function of x. This one now is a function of x. So I'm going to let it be something. So I'm going to call it u. So that simply means I have u is equal to 4x. So at this point, you are having another equation, but I will call it function. But when you have u equal to 4x, you need to differentiate this one as well. Therefore, I'm going to have the u, the what? X, which is going to be equal to, in order to differentiate this one, remember that this x is having a power of 1. So this one is going to multiply for having 1 times 4. Why this x is going to reduce, I mean the power of the x is going to reduce by 1. So everything is going to be what? 1 times 4 is 4. Then x raised power, 1 minus 1 is 0. So I'm going to have 4 x raised power 0, which is what? 4. Therefore, I'm going to say that the u, the x is what? 4. Now, you are going to keep this thing because you will be needing it again. Now, let's go back to this expression. Have you seen this? What you have now is what? Y and what? U. You now need to differentiate this one. Now, what you do at this point, you now say, if y is equal to 3 cos u, I'm going to differentiate the y, the what? The u, which is going to be what? Remember, if I differentiate cos x, it doesn't matter what is here. If I differentiate cos x, I'm going to have what? Minus sine. So I'm going to have minus 3 sine what? U. Is that understood? So you're also going to be needing this one. Now I have the u, the x, and I have what? The y, the u. So let us multiply these two of them according to chain rule. Now let me write the formula that will combine the two of them. Remember what you're looking for. You are looking for the y, the x, which is going to be equal to the u, the x, times what? The y is going to be times what? The y, the u. All right. Now, if you check this, you realize that the setup is fine, is correct, because this is u and this is u. If they cancel out, you still have the y, the x, which is what you're looking for. Now, you already know what is the u, the x. The u, the x is what? 4. I'm also going to show you the fastest way to do it, because you can't be doing this in a jam hall. So you have 4 times the y, the u is minus 3 sine what? U. Well, you know what is u? u was given as 4x. So you now have 4 times minus 3, which is minus 12. Sine u is what? 4x. I'll go back and put what? 4x. And this is given as what? dy dx. Please, do you understand? Is there any area you found this difficult so that I can explain again? So this is how to do it, step by step. Let's take it again because I will clean the board and show you the fastest way to handle it. But what I did was first identify that there is a function of x inside the cos. I let it to be u. When I let it to be u, right? Then I now have a new function inside the function, which is called chain rule. And that chain rule simply means function of a function. So I differentiate u with respect to x, then it gave me 4. Then after that, I differentiated everything here. Then I have this. Multiply the two of them, I get my answer. Okay, so let me clean. Give me that. Please. Give it cleaner there. Okay. If it's not there, no problem. Okay, thank you. All right. Okay, so I am going to clean and show you the fastest way to do it in your jam hall or wherever you want to. Okay, now see what you do. See what you do. Once you have this, the first thing you say is you target the one that has function of x. Differentiating 4x is giving you what? 4, right? Times differentiating everything as cos. If you differentiate the whole cos, you have what? Minus sine, because remember 3 is there. The one in front is also what? 4x. Because normally if you differentiate cos x, you're going to have minus sine x. It's a pattern. Now you're differentiating 3 cos 4x. It's also going to be what? 3 sine 4x with minus. So once you do this, you multiply it with this. You just have what? Minus 12 sine 4x. And that is your answer. All right. Thank you for being part of the class. We are going to do another question. All right. Okay, let's clean.